Be prepared to take down zombies, mind-controlling parasites, and biological monsters. It's time to enter the survival horror world known as
Resident Evil.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Resident Evil games.
Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
For this list, we're ranking the games with Resident Evil in the title based on how good they were at launch, as well as how well they hold up today.
It's game time.
Number 10, Resident Evil 5.
You ever get the feeling you're expendable?
Yeah, it might be Capcom's best-selling game to date, but compared to the quality of the rest of the series, number 5 just barely makes the list. Mostly held back by your brainless AI partner and clumsy inventory system, RE5 tried to shake away its horror elements and focus more on hardcore action gameplay. Despite its flaws, it was still a decent action fest, with some rewarding moments.
You don't have to get touchy. Let's go.
Number 9, Resident Evil: The Darkside Chronicles.
Let's take a break, as it looks like it's gonna be a long night.
Capcom has attempted to make a rail shooter out of Resident Evil multiple times, though their best attempt finally came with the Darkside Chronicles. Just like its predecessor, the Umbrella Chronicles, Darkside retells the major events of the main titles, in this case Resident Evil 2 and Code Veronica, while also giving us the surprisingly great Operation Javier, giving the Wii and PS3 owners tons of lore to sink their teeth into.
We should take care of the girl before it gets too late. It's only a matter of time, Leon, before she becomes a threat.
Number 8, Resident Evil. Here it is, the game that started it all.
No! Don't go!
Resident Evil trapped you in a mansion filled with zombies and gave you limited ammo while you attempted to solve the mansion's puzzles, combining the thoughtful backtracking of point-and-click adventures with real-time combat. The game has not aged very well though, mostly thanks to its voice acting, which was so bad it's actually recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records for the worst gaming dialogue ever.
Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No.
Number 7, Resident Evil 0.
Been fantasizing about me, have you?
Now we have the original game's prequel. Players take control of both Rebecca from the first game, as well as newcomer and escaped convict Billy.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
The two have to form an uneasy alliance to survive another zombie outbreak by using a zapping mechanic that allows players to control one or both characters at the same time. Just watch out for those zombies that are made of leeches. Number 6, Resident Evil 3, Nemesis.
It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Sheer terror takes on an ugly form with a rocket launcher, as in this game, Jill is constantly hunted down by the unstoppable Nemesis. Though this game only had one scenario, the multiple decisions the game offers would change how you'd face the Big Ugly, and improved replay value, making it a thrilling experience from start to finish. Except for that damn water sample puzzle. That thing was annoying as hell. Number 5, Resident Evil: Code Veronica.
Her name is Claire Redfield. We caught her trespassing in our Paris lab facility 10 days ago.
This game was actually planned to be the real Resident Evil 3, and its update in quality supports that claim. Originally a Dreamcast exclusive, the game followed Claire after she had been captured by Umbrella and transported to the company's prison island.
I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Which later gets overrun by, you guessed it, zombies. Getting rid of the static camera was a step in the right direction for the series, but a true redesign was yet to come.
Whatever. Here, take these.
Number 4, Resident Evil: Revelations. It was the type of game that longtime fans had been asking for, a Resident Evil game that used the claustrophobic environmental elements from the original games and combined it with the third-person controls of number 4 and 5. It was also, rather unexpectedly, a game that showed how powerful the 3DS could be, and it honestly put to shame the other 2 Resident Evil games that came out the same year. Revelations demonstrates an important lesson when it comes to survival horror games. Less is more.
Who the hell are you?
Number 3, Resident Evil, the Gamecube remake.
A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Now this is how you remake a game, with amazing visuals that nail the haunting atmosphere. Series creator Shinji Mikami stated that the game was about 70% original content, and it truly shows, as almost all of the problems with the first game were addressed in this incredible package. If you've never played a Resident Evil game before, this is a great game to start with. Just be sure to stock up on kerosene to deal with those crimson heads. Number 2, Resident Evil 2.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
Taking survival horror to the streets of Raccoon City, Resident Evil 2 offers more replayability than any other game in the franchise, thanks to having the most scenarios and various unlockable extras. The best classic survival horror title in the series, fans have been campaigning for a remake of this game after a Capcom producer said that it could happen with enough fan support.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Let's just say that if that campaign is successful, we'll gladly redux this list.
Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled.
Before we get to the probably obvious number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. And of course, we also have a few dishonorable mentions as well. Number 1, Resident Evil 4. A lot of fans like to hate on this game because of the sequels that followed.
You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
But we're judging it based on what it is, and what it is fantastic. With a drastic redesign by going third person and swapping out the zombies for infected villagers, Resident Evil 4 left its predecessors in the dust.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
How rude!
Its combat mechanics were far more accessible, even though it still retained those crap-your-pants scary moments thanks to terrifying enemies like the chainsaw guy and those creepy regenerators.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Do you agree with our list? Which Resident Evil game gave you nightmares for weeks? For more frightening top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.